Hi everyone, Carnage here from WoW Carnage. Today I wanted to make a guide for the secrets of Azeroth event. We're gonna start this event at the Roasted Ram. We are right here. We're gonna talk with Preservationist Katos. You're gonna talk with him again. Say you're ready. You get this mystery box with the first clues. You go to the bank. You click the chalice. Mystery solved. Speak to him again, complete the quest, and he will give you a guide to the next step. I'll see you guys there. Okay, so with the spear, we are at the Tuskar village in the Azure span. Iskara. Just look at the coordinates. Speak with the dude. Of course, blah blah blah. He changed the spear to unyielding spear. And then we can go to the next step. Okay, so for the next step we are at Borean Tundra. There is Warsome Hold. And here is the spear. Here I am on the map. Look at the coordinates. And that's that step completed. And I'll see you guys at the next step. Okay, so for the next steps we are back at the Roasted Ram. Speak to Bobby. Then speak to Yorogosa. I hear you make it delicious, blah 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 blah. She gives you a shopping list. And so we're gonna collect the items on said shopping list. So the first item on our list is some cheese we find at the Artisans Market in Aveldraken, Apexis Asiago. Next. Okay, so for the next step we are right here. Look at the coordinates. We are after these hungering piranhas that are in the water. We're gonna kill them till we got a fresh piranha. Now we have the fresh piranha, we go to the next. So for the next item on our shopping list, we are at Timberstep Outpost in the Narn Plains. We're gonna talk to Agural the Butcher. He will sell you the tenders, and then we go to the next item. Okay, so for the last item on the shopping list, we are in Loam and Zalarek Cavern. Look at the coordinates. Talk with Snicktack. Buy the item. And I'll see you guys at the next step. So with all the items on the list, we're back at the roast ram. Give her the ingredients. So with the cooked thunderspine nest, we go to this engineering fellow here. You give him some of the cooked nest. Then you have this griffin. You offer him some of the fresh Tirana meat. And now you have these. Okay, we then found ourselves at the workshop. Outside the jewel shop is this NPC. You pay him 1000 gold. If you don't have much gold, I'll put the other method in the video as well before we go to the next step. Now we got all the items. Click them, it will give you a quest. I'm gonna turn in the quest. Complete quest. Put on your thinking cap. So with the thinking cap on, you talk to the same dude again and he will give you another quest. You accept that quest and we're gonna do that quest. So we are here at the waterfall, Emerald and Glove. Solve the riddle. We go back to the NPC. Now with this step completed, we go to the next step. So we're back at the inn. Speak to Bobby again. He gives you a quest. Speak to the same NPC again where you got the thinking cap from. Okay, so with the item from the dude we are at the inn again, because why not? Only this time we're gonna go up. Go to the first bed in the left corner. Behind it you will see the preservationist locker. Take the item and we're gonna deliver the item to Sazel, who can be found right here. Now we're gonna return the banner again. Put it back where we got it. Then we find ourselves back at this NPC again. I'm gonna finish this part of the chain. And then we find ourselves back in the inn again, because apparently Blizzard think I don't drink enough. So we're gonna talk with the barkeeper. Secure. Okay, so with that quest and our thinking cap equipped, we are at the Lifebinders Conservatory in the Waking Shores. Here we have to click 3 levers. First one is right here. Check out my coordinates. Clickety click. This is where we got the first level. Now we are here. Here we have the second lever. Clickety click. That is where we got our second lever. Now we are at this building. And here we have the third lever. Clickety click. After we got the third level, I'm gonna go to this building here. Go to the fireplace. And then we're gonna loot this torch. We accept the quest. And then we go back to Veldrekken and I'll meet you guys there. So we're back at the roasted ram again. Gonna get a toy in a quest. So you see when you use the torch to give a location on the map and you go there. So here we are at the location. Because we use the torch, we can access this box. Back in the inn. Speak with Bobby again. So for this quest we find ourselves in Vactros, which is right here. I'm in front of this door with the thinking cap and the torch. Okay, so we are at this one. I was at the wrong one first, so you need to be at this one. Thought maybe he wanted to play. Does he want to play or does he not want to play? He does not want to play. Then we go back to Valdraken. Back at the Roasted Ram. I think this question should reward the title Patron of the Roasted Ram or some shit. Next up is idle searching, which we already picked up, so we're gonna go to Anara Plains for that. I'll meet you guys there. So for the next part we are here. Dear guy, check the coordinates. Make sure your torch is active. If your torch is active, brazier will appear. Red beam will come out. And then you go to the next. You are here. Coordinates. Torch active. Brazier. Meet you guys in the next one. That's where we got the previous one. Now we are here. Brazier. Okay, so we are back at the large burial mound. This is where I am. Second room on the left. Brazier. Now this is here, idol of Onara. Onara. Idol of Onara. And with that we go back to Veldraken again. And I wonder which place in Veldraken. Oh look, we're at the inn again. Turn in the quest. Complete the quest. Get a new quest. Accept the quest. Use the toy. Okay, so with the toy active, the Idol of Onara. Gonna walk outside the inn. And you're gonna see this hidden gem. One of three. Second one is right next to the auction house. And the third one behind the bridge, next to the bridge, behind the thingy. Turn it back in. Complete the quest. Speak to Gertas again. Gatos. Into the sands. Okay, so we are here on the map. Check the coordinates. Make sure you have the idol. I'm gonna look for 3 time lost fragments here. We have the first one. Here we got the first one. We already see the second one. Right here. Now we have 3. Form a tablet. Get the quest. Accept the quest. Turn it back in. Complete the quest. We go to the next stage. So after we picked up the quest, we are here. The weaponsmith Corel. We are here. Cloverfoot Hollow. When you enter here with the torch and the thing active, get a red beam here. Ancient key mold gives you Titan key mold, gives you a quest, which you're gonna accept, and we're gonna meet each other back in Veldwagen. Here we are, in Veldwagen at the weaponsmith again. Turn in the quest, complete the quest, blah blah blah. Reforging a Legend is the next quest we're gonna take. Turn that in also at the weaponsmith. And I'll meet you guys at the next location. Okay, so we are here and along this river. We're gonna collect these things, dusty red pellets. They give you rose gold dust and we need 50 rose gold dust. So we'll see you guys after we collected 50 of those. Okay, so after we collected 50 of them with help of our idol, we are now here. Check the coordinates. Yeah, I had to wait till the snails despawned. But we're looking for 8 igneous flux. Again, with help of the idol, you're gonna find 8 alongside this coastline pretty easily. So we meet each other after I did that. Okay, so now we are here at Obsidian Citadel. We have the weaponsmith again. Okay, so before we start attempt number 512, a little bit explanation because this quest is fucking horrible. To do this quest, an action button, extra action button will appear. If it doesn't appear, you don't have completed the quest chain you needed to unlock this shit. I looked it up and I had to talk with some dragon in the Obsidian Bulwark. where I could skip for my alt, but the dragon wasn't there on my paladin, so I had to relog on my warlock. It wasn't there on my warlock either, and apparently I didn't complete this achievement on my warlock, right? You need this achievement on one toon to be able to skip to the Obsidian Citadel assault. So yeah, I had to do that first before I could start the quest. Then I finally got the action button. I forgot to use my torch, so I had to get the 50 rose petals again, which are a fucking nightmare to obtain because you can barely see them. Probably bugged out most of the time. But anyways, now we are here again. For take 512. Fucking hell. Talk to him again. I'm ready to begin. Let's begin. Activate. Add the flux. Use the torch. Finally. Finally I can meet you guys at the next fucking step. I was afraid I had to get another batch of rose petals, but you actually have to loot the Titan key from the thing. Then you can turn in the quest. And now I can truly meet you guys at the next step. Fucking hell. Okay, so for our next step we are here at Marukai in front of Sansok Khan. I got a little bit confused again after the reforging the key. I thought the quest, the next step didn't show up, but apparently I already had the Maruk burial banner in my bag. Yeah, that whole having to relog to my warlog and complete the quest chains first got me out of my flow a bit. But yeah, for the next step you need the Maruk burial banner and you need to be at this fella here. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Next we are here. Check the coordinates. Pinewood Post. The innkeeper, Jara. Talk with her. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. And then we continue. Next we are here. We're gonna enter the cave. And we're gonna place the banner at the location. I'll meet you guys at the next. Next up, from Bobby, a special book, Guarantor Contracts Note, which will requires us to go to Karazhan. So I'll meet you guys there. So inside of Karazhan, we're gonna need a few books from the library section after Curator. First book. Second book. This is like the ramp where you enter the library. Third book. For the last one, we go back to where we got the first one. You can also use the idle here, by the way, if you're having trouble finding the books. Tyr's Legacy. And return the book to Bobby. And I'll meet you guys at Bobby. Yeah, after I got the books, I realized some newer players might be getting lost here in Karazhan because it's a fucking maze. So I figured I'm just gonna quickly show the route that you have to take. On the left here is Midnight, a boss you can defeat in 2 clicks, and he has a 1% chance to drop a mount if you don't have it. So if you don't have it, go left, kill Midnight. But for this quest chain, you go here in the banquet hall, kill Moros. After you killed Moros, you will be able to do the opera event. So that's where we are going now. I miss the speed boost when I judgment someone. Such a great talent. Yeah, you could just jump down, but let's go the correct route, huh? To start the opera event, we talk with this dude, blah blah blah. He will trigger one of 3 bosses. After you kill that, we're gonna walk here. Go up here. This fucking mob, man. Yeah, this was probably my favorite raid before Ulduar. Pretty creative, an original raid. Here we have the curator. And after that we come in the library section where we find the books. So yeah, there you have the route. And now we're gonna meet you guys at Bobby for the next step of the chain. Turn in the quest. Next up is the always listening. We already took that. First one in the auction house. For the next one we are right here in this building. The receipt will be right here. The next one we find right here. This building with the quarreling gardening. You will find the receipt right here. Next up we are here. Here we are at the artisans market. And here we find the next note. Next up is the secret section of the inn in Wildraken. Target the statue / bow. And here we have the note. Turn in the quest. Add this dude again. And we're gonna pick up the next part. Next part we get from Titrus in the inn. Sphere in danger. So here we are now. Stormshroud Peak. Check out the coordinates. We are looking for a tablet. Make sure you have your torch, thinking cap and whatever else equipped. You will see here stuff's happening. Tablet will appear. So we head out the cave. And then at this tree we find the mud pile associated with the tablet. So you find the tablet, click it, and then in the area this will appear. So we go to the next one. We are here. Coordinates. Our cave. Just click the idol and a torch just in case. Activating the tablet. Clicking the tablet. And here we have the buried object. Now we are here. It's like the biggest cave of the area. I just click the idol, think cap, torch again just to make sure. Activate the tablet, click the tablet. We are here. Here is the cave. Right here is the buried object. Back at Roos's Ram. Combine the three items. And we complete the step. Pick up the next step. Treacherous Race. We are at Terold. We just go to all the 8 statues. The last 2 we find right here. After we done that, we head over to the forge. See the torch activating. So now we're gonna check the lower levels. The first one was right here. This part of the question bugged out for me because I was supposed to get a 1 hour buff at the forge, which makes all the mobs here passive to me. But for some stupid reason I was on a world quest here, and so I didn't get the buff. So I have to fight a ton of fucking mobs every time. But yeah, you need 4 green items, 2 blue items. I'm gonna see you guys after we collect that. So we collected all the green items and the 2 blue items. We then clicked the green items. So we end up with 4 blue items in total. And then we're gonna look for the buildings with like this storm thingy inside. We're gonna find the control. We're gonna install the missing component, and 1 item is gone. 4 items, 4 buildings, you do the math. So after you've done all the 4 buildings, you get a message again of the release of some magical luck. So we go to the top of tier hold. You will see this console type thing with the quest. Accept the quest. Investigate. Why is there a rogue there? I'm gonna kill the mobs that spawn. I'm gonna loot the mobs. You get an orb. Place the orb. Click it. Click it again to retrieve the orb. NPC will spawn. And finally done with the whodunit part of the achievement. So if you followed this guide, congratulations. You should have now the achievement and the mount. And now we go over to the next one, Mimiron's Jumpjet. See you guys there. Okay, so for the first part you need 3 people. What I did was list a group in the group finder. There was already one random player waiting when I returned back to the island the second time. So we only needed one more then, but we actually found a group of another 2 people. So at the end we were there with 4 people. Took maybe 10 minutes to form the group, which isn't bad at all. So now we go to the next part. Okay, for the second booster part, we are in Felwood. Check the coordinates. It's just here on the ground. Nothing else to it. Very nostalgic to be here though. My first ever toon was an undead warlock, which is human warlock nowadays. I remember doing some warlock quests here back in the day. But yeah, anyways, up to the third booster part. Final booster pack, right in front of the dark portal. Yeah, this is fucking horrible, but I discovered if you hover over it on your mount like this, you can loot it without too many issues from the cannon fire and the fucking mobs. So yeah, now we have all the 3 booster parts. I'm gonna go back to Valdraken and I'll meet you guys there. In Valdraken, here is where we make the work orders, or you, because I don't do them. Use the booster pack and you will receive Mimirons Jumpjets. Quick and easy. So that was the end of the guide. Usually I really like this kind of stuff, puzzle mounts and everything, but this one kinda wore me out because of the bugs and the rose petals and the reforging key and having to do the relog on my warlock and do half a day of questing on my warlock before I can finish this. Anyways, I hope you like the guide and I hope you end up with 2 mounts like I did. See you guys in the next one. Bye bye.